Mr. Pagan, can I ask your views on the new council districts for WBAI? How do you feel about the final districting proposals on June 3rd that came out on Monday?
Well, we think that in particular the traditional Lower East Side has been affronted. In addition to that, we think that the lines that were drawn, if we look at whether they follow the charter mandates and whether they follow the Voting Rights Act and all of the issues that must be taken into consideration, these lines were an affront to Latinos citywide, and in particular an empowered Latino community in the Lower East Side.
And now, does your group, this group here, the Puerto Rican Hispanic Council, support the concept of a separate Chinatown district?
The Puerto Rican Hispanic Political Council has always supported the concept of an Asian-influenced district. What must be made clear that we've never supported a district on the backbones and ribs of the Latino community.
Is that what you feel has happened here?
We feel that, lamentably, the districts that have been drawn have not been ones that have maximized both Latino or Asian concentrations. Now we're in a different battle. We're talking about the situation in the northern Lower East Side is really different, because we're talking about a multi-racial issue in which support from all sides will be essential in delivering a candidacy.
Do you feel you're well enough known in the area that around Gramercy Park that's been added to the district?
Well, I think I'm at the starting line just like my other contenders. And the good work that we've done here definitely will pay off in all of the sectors of the district.
How do you feel about the mayor's action in Tompkins Square Park?
I'm sorry?
The mayor's action in Tompkins Square Park.
We applaud the city for finally treating the Lower East Side as a part of the city of New York, and for distinguishing between the loud, immature anarchist squatters that have seized the limelight for 4 years, and the true needs of the homeless of this neighborhood, as well as the neighborhood residents.
And how do they fulfill the true needs of the homeless?
We have taken back the park, and we will have a park to be enjoyed by everyone.
However, the courts today seem to be undoing Mr. Dickens' works. Today, the state Supreme Court and yesterday the appellate court voted to stop all renovations on the park.
We are assured that in the long run, the weight of the Lower East Side will be equal to each and every one of the other neighborhoods that compose the city.
What do you think? Why do you think that the courts are ruling the way they have?
I cannot address that issue. I can tell you that we can finally talk about the issues as what they are. Tompkins Square Park was not a homeless issue. Tompkins Square Park was the anarchic republic of very white, middle-class, loudmouth revolutionaries that are living out their dreams and fantasies in the Lower East Side.
So you feel the courts are misguided?
I think the courts will do the right thing once they've had all the issues and evidence presented to them.
Okay, so you think tomorrow they might rule the other way? The appellate court tomorrow is going to decide it. But if tomorrow, from what I understand, if the appellate court votes, rules against the city, that puts an end to their plans to renovate the park.
The park issue will not go away as long as one elderly or one child is prevented from the safe, clean, decent use of that facility.
Now, Joint Planning Council, I want to ask you about, it seems like there's a division in the Joint Planning Council. You're part of that group, or you worked with Lower East Side Coalition Housing Development, a part of the Joint Planning Council. And I've seen letters that seem to have strong differences between those supporting around Francis Golden and Miriam Friedlander and Roberto Caballero. And in those letters, they made tremendous shrift out of the fact that you were being supported by Mr. Roberto Napoleon.
I'm being supported by many, many people, too many to even list right now, of which the importance is that this is a multi-ethnic coalition, a true coalition that is seeking change and justice for the Lower East Side.
So you have no problems accepting support from Mr. Napoleon?
The issues on the Lower East Side are the issues of everyone on the Lower East Side. The same types of accusations have been hurled and can be hurled at each and every one of Miriam Friedlander's supporters. JPC is her backyard. They claim to represent a neighborhood that they do not even belong to.
In what way? I don't understand. How doesn't she belong to it? I don't understand that because she's represented it for 18 years. So
Yeah. Look at your statistics, look at the voting, and you tell me if the so-called leadership of JPC and Miriam Friedlander actually represent all of the sectors of this neighborhood.
Now, I was reading Streets Magazine, did an interview in which you made the comment, and I'm going to try and get this quote correct, that I don't have it in front of me, but it seemed to say that you said Asian people only vote for themselves, they don't vote for others. Do you stand by that?
The evidence here is the experience of the organized Lower East Side community for over 20 years, in which there's not one situation in which Asians, as an organized or aspiring organized community, have cross-ethnic lines and endorse a Latino candidate.
However, have Latino candidates endorsed Asian candidates?
In occasions, yes.
So it hasn't happened the other way?
No, it has not.
Why do you think that?
I think it has to do with the two different levels of political development in our communities.
Two different levels, and do you think that the Latino community is more developed politically or more prepared?
Definitely.